Okay, thank you, ma'am. Greetings to each one of you present virtually. On the behalf of convener Dr. P.D. Chaudhary, Principal, Progressive Education Society, Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigri, and Coordinator Dr. B.V. Chopre, Associate Professor, Progressive Education Society's Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigri, I, Shital Vikas Patil, welcome all the eminent speakers and participants from all over the India to AICT sponsored 6-day short-term training program on innovations in effective teaching, learning pedagogy and research skill development. Children are future of tomorrow. All these students we witness today receiving honors for their talents will grow up to be responsible citizens of tomorrow and achieve the highest human values. And as a teacher, we are proud of our students with the inspiration to learn again every day. Before proceeding our today's session, I would like to summarize yesterday's session. In morning, the first session was delivered by Dr. Raymond Dias, professor at Head Government Institute of Pharmacy, Karad, on topic Innovative Teaching Technique, an excellent digital platform, followed by Dr. Bhushan Pimple, HOD, Department of Pharmacognosy, Progressive Education Society's Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigri, on animation for effective content delivery. In afternoon, the lecture was delivered by Dr. Arun Jangra, Associate Director, Takeda Pharmaceuticals, Parkway Deerfield, USA, on the topic Research Education System in India and USA, its need for today's researcher. Now, moving on today's session, let's start with the true saying, tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. Before proceeding, I would like to give a brief introduction of eminent speaker Dr. Seema Damle. Ma'am has completed her Master of Education and PhD in Education from Mumbai University. Talking about her major field of research work was mottos of secondary schools, inspection and supervision of secondary school, and also a short project on dropouts of girl students. Ma'am has led many programs including state level adult education program Saksharta Abhiyan. She worked as a master trainer at Saksharta Abhiyan Census Election Procedure. Talking about her publications, her research papers were published in various bulletins and journals such as Shikshan Sandesh and Parivartan. Ma'am has achieved many awards and prizes as Adarsha Shikshak Puraskar, Gunvanta Shikshak Puraskar, and Gaurav Patra from Pune Municipal Corporation and Maharashtra Rajya Shikshak Samiti. Now, I kindly request Dr. Seema Damle, Principal, Modern College of Education, Pune, to deliver a talk on collaborative and cooperative learning in choice-based credit system. Ma'am, please, over to you.
Slideshow. Upload the screen. And then Elizabeth, continue. Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Ma'am, you are host now. You can proceed for your session.
Yes, yes. But am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes. But my video is not working.
Okay, ma'am. Your screen is visible, ma'am.
Screen is visible?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Oh, yes. Very warm welcome, all of you, my dear friends, whose suggestions are there. Please be attentive while watching PowerPoint presentation. Don't be passive. As it is online presentation, I am explaining you what to do in this program. So please be attentive. Don't be passive. And you can ask your questions at the end. So very good morning. Have a nice day. Have a wonderful day. We will proceed further. Benjamin Franklin said that he was philosopher and psychologist. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. Students say, involve me in the teaching learning process. So today we will observe involvement of students. That is cooperative and collaborative learning. In cooperative learning and collaborative learning, we will involve our students. It is teamwork. Now I will show you one clip about cooperative learning. Just observe it. It is for 1 minute and 15 seconds clip. एक मिनट ही जरा। slideshow में बनाई है। Technical difficulty. I am opening this clip. Wait for a minute.
Ma'am, you can play a slideshow. Ma'am,
So we will, yes,
yeah. You can play slideshow.
yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Okay, ma'am.
So we will see cooperative learning. Cooperation, that means individual to individual cooperation. On competition, it holds cooperation. Cooperative learning is, this is an approach to organize classroom activity into academic and social learning experience. Cooperative learning is a successful teaching strategy, actually teaching strategy in which small teams, each with students different levels of ability, use variety of learning activities to improve their understanding of the subject. That means we as a teacher have to make a group of 4 to 5 students, and cooperative learning will continue. Now, cooperative learning is, that means definition of cooperative learning, it is a method of teaching and learning in which students team together to explore significant questions or create a meaningful project. Actually, cooperative learning is project-based learning, PBL you can say. In cooperative learning, students work together in a small group on a structured activity. We will see in detail what is meant by structured activity. They are individually accountable for their work, and the work of the group as a whole is assessed. So this was definition of cooperative learning. Now, learning goals can be structured in 3 different ways. That means cooperatively, competitively, and individualistically. Students cooperate with each other, students compete with each other, and individually also students perform. Cooperative learning, when one person achieves his goal, all others achieve their goals. Means in cooperative learning, all together, group as a whole achieve their goals. Positive correlation takes place. There is interdependence upon each other. As we sink or we swim together. So group as a whole. Evaluation is the criterion referenced and encouraging and rewarded for the group product. So this is cooperative learning. Then competitive learning. One person can obtain her goal if and only if the other fail to obtain theirs. Negative correlation is observed in goal attainment in case of competitive learning. Negative interdependence, if I swim, you sink. If you swim, I sink. Individual goals are obtained, or comparison takes place in competitive learning, and winners are only rewarded. That is competitive learning goal. Next one is individualistic learning goal. Individually, goal attainment is observed. No correlation among goal attainment. As in case of cooperative learning, there is correlation, there is teamwork. But in case of individualistic learning, there is no correlation. In cooperative learning, we observe interdependence between the students, but here individualistic learning, no interdependence is observed. We are each in this alone, means there is no group work, no teamwork. Individualistic learning, we observe only individual student, so individual goals are attained. Evaluation is criterion referenced and may be limited and rewarded for only own product. In case of cooperative learning, we observe reward is given as a group as a whole, or reward is given to teamwork. Interaction pattern, there are different patterns of interaction. First one is promotive interaction. That is encouraging, facilitating each other's efforts to achieve our goal. So this is promotive interaction. Second one is oppositional interaction. That is discouraging, obstructing each other's efforts to achieve. And third one is no interaction. In case of cooperative learning, promotive interaction is observed. Please keep in mind promotive interaction. Next, research findings. Research findings about cooperative learning. I had done different 10 researches on cooperative learning. So I had taken the subjects, especially mathematics, for cooperative learning research. One research I have done on triangle construction. One another is, so I had done the research on angle measurement. So research findings were angle measurement at standard 8. 8 standard students were grouped together in number 4, and there I have observed pre-test was given, post-test was given, training of cooperative learning was given to those students, and findings were achievement and retention. Achievement means those students achieved in the group, achieved their goal of angle measurement. Critical thinking and higher level reasoning were developed. Differentiated views of others. Accurate understanding of others' perspectives. When they worked in group, accurate understanding took place. Liking of classmates. So groups were made of classmates only. Place in a group. Individual accountability they have recognized. Positive interdependence was observed. Interdependence means they were depending upon each other. As a whole, they achieved their goal, but positive interdependence was observed. Group processing was observed in the individual group. Interpersonal and small group skills were observed. Positive interdependence. That means message from teacher was given. Students were tied together in your interest to help. Teacher told them to help them each other, encourage helping each others. One set of answers from the group. That means problem was given, questions were given, and group together, work together, and one set of answer was submitted. One worksheet from group was given. Jigsaw material was given as a group. One set of materials was shared, and same grade was given to everyone. Same grade to whole group from teacher. With positive interdependence. Then individual accountability in team. Teamwork was observed. The message the teacher gives to student that you must do your fair share of work in a group. Students were told you must master the material being learned. So mastery learning was done in the group. You will be held accountable for your share of the work and mastering the learning. That is mastery learning. Individual test was taken and randomly students were called. So individual accountability. In a group, individual student was responsible. In picture, you see the picture, the dependence was observed, individual accountability, group processing, and development of social skills. The message for student was, have a group. This is, I am telling you about cooperative learning. While preparing the group, these messages were given. Have a group, need to work with their group, need to stay with their group, work synchronously. Synchronously, that is, synchronization should take place while working in cooperative learning group. Sit at round table so that they can easily see and hear one another. In a class, round table sitting arrangement should be done while taking cooperative learning. Space between the groups so that the teacher can move between the groups. So on one table, student can sit in round table form, and gap between the tables should be kept so that teacher can move around. Now, how the social skills are developed in cooperative learning. Intentionally teaching social skills in this group. It is teacher's duty. Structure regular opportunities for students to learn, practice, and be evaluated on social skills until they become automatic. Establishing a need for social skill. This is duty of teacher to establish the social skills in the group. Positively framing rules as skills and include social skills in each lessons. That is direct instruction of social skills. Now, we will observe cooperative learning techniques. First, techniques means how we can develop the cooperative learning among the students. It should be habit of learning cooperatively. So we can take in a group discussion, think, pair and share. We can make the pairs of students and pair and share method. 3-step interview we can take of students. Reciprocal teaching. Reciprocal teaching means teacher tells something, then students discuss among themselves. They present individually and reciprocal teaching takes place. So teacher can also learn from his students. Some problem sets are given to students. I am telling you about to take the cooperative learning. There should be group of the students, those are lagging behind. So we can say them, or we can say this situation as remedial teaching. So for remedial teaching, we can prepare some problem sets for them, and we can throw these problems in a group. In cooperative learning, project-based learning also done. We can give them some project and they can work cooperatively. Peer editing is also done. They work individually, they work in group, and total results are edited. That is peer editing. Inside and outside circle. Students work together inside the circle and outside the circle. Then TAI, that is team assisted individualization, is done in cooperative learning. And TGT means some team games or tournaments are given to these students in a group. So this is cooperative learning technique. Now, effective cooperative learning groups. 3 most important principles are there. First is participation. I have told you in the beginning, please take the active participation in this PowerPoint presentation. Please be active. As it is online, it is one-way method, so we cannot interact. But those who are actively participating, they will be successful participants. So there should be active participation in cooperative learning. trust on each other. It is important in group or in teamwork. There should be trust among themselves, and good communication should be there in cooperative learning. We will take this subject, active communication or types of communication, some other time. But among the teacher students also, there should be positive communication. There are different ways of communication, and in effective cooperative learning, communication is the important part. Some roles are assigned in cooperative learning groups. These roles should be assigned to students by the teacher. So teacher assigns these roles among the students. I have told you, teacher should prepare these groups, especially for students lagging behind. They should be gathered together in a group. Approximately or normally 4 students should be made, group should be made of students of 4. Number should be 4. One would be leader, one would be recorder, third would be checker of the activities, and observer. So group of 4 should be there for cooperative learning group. Role of leader. Actually, in cooperative learning, there are hierarchies or there are levels. One student should be leader. He should take the leadership, and that student should be gifted or above average student. 2 students should be mediocre students, and 1 student should be lagging behind or below average student. So like this, we can make the groups in our class. Leader should be responsible for the group's output. He should be responsible for his group as a whole. He should take the responsibility, keep group on track and focused. Group should be focused on its goals. Leader should assign the task to these 4 students, to these 3 students. He should control the direction of the project, assign the additional roles such as experimenter or equipment manager. So leader should have good leadership. Second role is recorder. He should be from that group only. Recorder takes the notes from, Recorder should take the notes for team. He should be responsible for compiling and presentation of final product. He gets supplies from for the team when necessary. So he should record all the activities of the group. Checker. One student should be checker. He makes sure that everyone in the group understands all the material. All the material means written material or project material. Then he should ensure that everyone in the group is prepared to make their part of presentation. Role is distributed to all students. So checker only checks that everyone is prepared. One should be observer. He makes sure that everyone in the group is contributing. He should ensure that everyone in group has equal opportunity to speak. So he controls the group. Observer makes sure that all the comments are positive, and he reads the material to group. Cooperative learning lesson plan components. That means this is part of teacher duty. Teacher's role is important in case of cooperative learning. So teacher determines the lesson objective. What should we do in a group? He determines the group size, teacher. Seating arrangement, that means face-to-face arrangement. We had seen round table arrangement, sitting arrangement should be done. Then teacher assigns the role of group, role of the students. Teacher supplies material to the group. Social skills are taught in the cooperative learning. Then positive interdependence observed in the group. Student learn in this group to be positively interdependent on each other. How to evaluate this group? Teacher determines at the end of the activity. Teacher evaluates. Then processing, that means reflection, or how well we work together, how well we mastered the learning. So at the end of the cooperative learning activity, student should learn mastery learning. That means he should master over that project or over that problem. Now we will think about this lesson plan, how to master the problem, or how student can do mastery learning. For example, it is not a relevant example for pharmacy or engineering. I will explain some examples from pharmacy department about cooperative learning. So how we can take the cooperative learning in the units of pharmacy, because I have told that 90% participants, professors are from this pharmaceutical background, but I'm explaining you one topic of mastery learning. For example, these students in class 8, class 8 is the base of class 10. So teachers should evaluate in the beginning of the year that what is the knowledge of students, what is previous knowledge of students. So when I observe that 90% of students are lagging behind in angle measurement, they even don't know how to measure the angle. So I have prepared the group of 4 and gave them different angles, different measures of angles, and they achieved their goal. They had mastery learning on angle measurement within 35 minutes. So I have prepared this group of 4 in class and observed. I was observing all the groups. I prepare those students by giving equipments of angle measurement, and they had mastery learning within few minutes. So I have prepared group of 4. One was leader. He was above average student. 2 were mediocre students, and one was the student below average. So he also done the mastery learning in angle measurement. So we can make some groups in class for cooperative learning, and you also can do the experiment of cooperative learning. Then formulating objectives and make the decisions. Specify instructional objectives. I am explaining you how to take the cooperative learning in class. As a teacher, as a professor, you can make the experiment in the class and you will achieve your goal also. So define the objectives, define the roles in class, then decide size of group. You can make size group of 4, group of 6, but maximum keep the size of group of 6 only. Assign the students to groups. Arrange the room, classroom, or you can take the laboratory. Then plan instructional material to promote the interdependence. Instructional material means give them problem, give them jigsaw, give them quiz. You can try different levels or different teaching manners, different teaching strategies in your cooperative learning class. Assign the roles to ensure interdependence. support learning social skills. They should participate, they should interact with each others, and you can formulate your objectives. Then interdependence. Explain the academic task in the group. Structure positive goal interdependence. So here the role of teacher is important in cooperative learning. Now for Bal Bharti, I am doing one project of cooperative learning. And so I am explaining you in detail about the cooperative learning. So structure guiding your students in groups, but they should take individually responsibility of some material or of some skill. Structure intergroup cooperation. They should cooperate each other. Explain the criteria for success and specify desired behaviors in the group or in cooperative learning. Monitoring and processing. As a professor, you should monitor your groups in this cooperative learning class. Monitor students' behavior. So teachers should present physically and psychologically in this class. Provide task assistance to students. Intervene to teach collaborative skills also. Collaboratively also students can learn in cooperative learning class. Provide closure to the lesson. Evaluate quality and quantity of students' learning. Assess how well the group is functioning and set the goals. So this is monitoring. One second, technical issue, battery. Fine. Then advantages of cooperative learning. Learners actively participate in this group learning. We are observing the advantages. Teachers become learners and learners sometimes teach. I have told you in this group, cooperative learning group, teachers learn from our students also. Respect is given to each member. Projects and questions create interest and challenge among the students. Diversity is celebrated. Members take advantage of past experience and knowledge. Research tools such as internet access should be available in cooperative learning class. So we should use virtual classroom, or we should use smart classroom for this cooperative learning. Students invested in their own learning. Students make research also in this cooperative learning. Now we will observe the limitations of cooperative learning. As we had seen, advantages are more than limitations. So this is very useful process in our class. This cooperative learning may cause discipline problem sometimes. It is more times consuming than traditional method of teaching. Time consuming method. If some students within the group do not cooperate, then work will be affected. And last is sitting arrangement will need to more flexible. We had seen sitting arrangement should be round table. Face-to-face interaction should take place. Vygotsky, one psychologist, that when children can do together today, they can do alone tomorrow. So we should practice our students to work in the group, to work in cooperative learning class. Some examples I can mention you for cooperative learning. In pharmaceutical background, you can make the group of your students and you can explain or you can work out some topics in a group: cardiovascular system, cell injury, organic chemistry. Some part of organic chemistry you can practice in cooperative learning class, pharmacology, medicinal chemistry, drugs, uses and reactions, drug classification also you can take. You can make different groups in your class, and you can assign them different drugs in different groups, and drug classification also you can explain in the class. Now we are in between, so you can ask me questions about cooperative learning. Then we can proceed further for collaborative learning. Now you can ask me about cooperative learning. Time is for 5 minutes for question answers. Yes, please.
Now the session is open for question and answer.
Yes, yes.
If anybody have any query or anything to ask, please raise your hand, or you can type in chat box also.
Okay. फक्त हे होतंय की बघ. नाही होते.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am focuses on different types of learning goals which are helpful in learning methods involving students. Also, ma'am has explained with example the different cooperative techniques which are helpful in our learning methods or improve our learning methods. Thank you, ma'am. Now I kindly request ma'am to please accept a virtual bouquet on the behalf of Principal and Convener Dr. P.D. Chaudhary and Coordinator Dr. V.V. Chopde. And I also request ma'am to please accept a virtual certificate as well. Thank you, ma'am. Now, let's move to the next session, which focuses on research. View research as an opportunity to explore and discover new things. So, without wasting much more time, I would like to introduce our today's eminent speaker, Dr. Sharad Wakode.